Once again, it is I, the me, the myself, and the I. Back for a vinyl update. Second video today, because that's how I roll. Yeah. So the first thing I got here is I picked this up at Half Price Books. I remember when this first came out, and I didn't buy it. I didn't buy a lot of these, and I wish I would have, because now you can almost always find them online, but usually nowhere else. Ultra Lounge series. This was the first compilation that came out, and this was on the back of it when it was still in the wrapper when you bought it. And this is the compilation from a lot of their CDs that were themed. This one, let's flip through it here if I can. I just love these retro pictures. These came out in the 90s, and they have a lot of the people you would expect. I mean, there's Peggy Lee, there's Martin Denny, Les Baxter, Julie London, Mrs. Miller had one of her own. And this one has, I'll just go through a few of these. From the different CDs, Mondo Exotica, Mambo Fever, Space Capades, Bachelor Pad Royale, on and on and on. There's, let's see, some of them that I already mentioned. Then we have the Hollywood Studio Orchestra. We have Dean Martin, Billy May. So yeah, I was really excited to see that. Like I said in an earlier video, I always try to pick those up when I see them. And then they had another one that came out after this. Actually, I think they had a couple more, but one of them was called Vegas Baby, I think, and it had like a roulette wheel on it. I'm not sure if it actually would spin or not, but yeah, those are really cool. If you haven't got any of those or heard any of those, you might want to check them out, and I think some of those are online to listen to. Moving on to the albums, in the same vein, actually. This is Arthur Lyman on Broadway. And I did not have this. I've never seen this one until I ran across it. So any Arthur Lyman, have to pick it up. This was at a thrift store for 99 cents. It's an awesome label there. It's just a great label. Hi-Fi record. And, this is the standard fare. He actually does scores from King and I, My Fair Lady, South Pacific, and Porgy and Bess on here. So, yeah, Arthur Lyman. And then this one, I want to say that I have this one, but I'm not sure if it's the same one I'm thinking of. This is called I Wish You Love. I think the one I have is Love for Sale, and it's the same photo session as probably what I'm thinking of, but I'm not positive. So I went ahead and got it anyway. This is on Life series, Hi-Fi Records. Once again, Arthur Lyman, some great Bachelor Pad lounge music. These two I picked up because I think they're really cool. They're 10-inch records. Jackie Gleason for Music Lovers Only, which I have the actual 12-inch of this, but gotta have the 10-inch. And this has the original sleeve with it. The 10-inch records, it's funny that this is on Capitol, that they made a lot of these records in both versions. I don't know why that was, if the 10-inch was only sold in certain places, or not sure about that, but there's that one. And then this is Music to Make You Misty by Jackie Gleason. And also these two were also put together on one album as well. So, I'm assuming those were his best-selling ones. This one I listened to not too long ago, Stanley Clarke. This is a great album here. I'd like to get some more Stanley Clarke. Some really good music. He plays stand-up bass there, or just the bass guitar in general. This came out in '74, and it's on, can't even see, Nemperor Records. So yeah, Stanley Clarke, look some of that stuff up. It's really good. Also, speaking of really good, I've showed some of these in the couple previous videos. Brand X. It's called Do They Hurt? Some Passport Records. This was Phil Collins' side project. and very good, I might add. Some really good fusion, jazz fusion is how I would describe it. So yeah, that's some really good stuff. This one, Billy Joe Royal, Down on the Boondocks. I'd never seen this record before I picked it up, and now I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times, which that happens. It always happens like that. And I hate these sleeves. It's just the Columbia 2i. It has these little rinky-dink sleeves that are like rounded on the bottom. I don't know how good those things actually are, but they get wrinkled up when you put them back in the album jacket, and it's just sort of a pain. I would love to buy all new inner sleeves with the poly line and outer sleeves, the clear plastic, but I don't have that kind of money. Plus, I'd rather be buying records instead of record sleeves, but what can you do? This is Wildman Steve, Eatin' Ain't Cheatin', live in Las Vegas, rated quadruple X, adults only. Haven't listened to this yet. It's actually signed by him. It says to my pal Glenn, in person, whatever that says. Wildman Steve, yeah, in person, Wildman Steve. There's the autograph, not the address, on the bottom. So yeah, this ought to be really interesting, to say the least. There's the inner sleeve. On Laugh Records, came out in 1974. It says, if this record embarrasses you, please tell your friends. So yeah, when I run across a record like that, which is very rare to run across, it's amazing that they exist and still are out there in the wild. So yeah, this one looked really interesting. I'm not real sure what it is. It just says Auto, and it was in the dollar bin at one of the record stores we went to, and I just had to get it. It's German, from what I can tell. There's the sleeve. It has like little doodles on that side, and it has like a little elephant doodle on this side. I hope that's an elephant. And it's just like one long track. I'm assuming it's probably comedy in German. I mean, potentially. No, I don't speak German. I wish I did. This one's really awesome because it says man, whereas at first glance you think it says mad. Looks like Alfred E. Newman there holding a fish. It's called Slow Motion. And I bought this just based on the cover alone. I mean, it was only $5.99. And let me see here what the gatefold, or the center sleeve looks like. There's the inner sleeve. It's got like I'm assuming those looked like corrected lyrics. And I listened to this. It's on United Artists. I listened to it, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's not like the best thing in the world, but it's not definitely not the worst. So yeah, I thought that was worth getting just for the sheer novelty of it, because I'd never seen it before, and there was no guarantee that it was ever going to turn up again. And if you look close here, it looks like he's doing the devil symbol there, or some people say that's rock and roll. So, but yeah, there's the guys on the back. I think I showed that. A song on here called Grasshopper, Rock and Roll You Out, Bedtime Bone, Rainbow Eyes. Yeah, this came out in, what year did I say, or did I say? I don't see a year. I'd want to say like late 70s, but it's got like all the artwork around here, around the outer edge. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And then I also got Welcome to Nashville, Home of the Grand Ole Opry, Hootenanny, Tommy Scott's Hollywood Hillbillies. And that's great, isn't it? I mean, how could that not be great? I haven't listened to this yet, but this was in the dollar bin. Story of My Life. Family Records, True Hi-Fi. So yeah, that ought to be good to check out. It's got a song on here called Chicken Sweet Perfumed Letters, Ellie Mae, Tennessee Girl, Race Car Driver. So that's some good stuff right there. And I just being told that it's time to eat. So I got one more record to show, and then I'm going to go eat. This one's called The Dewdrop Inn Presents Alan McCoy and the Ink Keepers. And that must be Alan McCoy right there. And it's on Neuron Records. And this is definitely look like a homemade record, like a lot of them that I pick up. I just love it. There's the label. And he does Blueberry Hill, Mona Lisa, Elvira, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show, Don't You Ever Get Tired of Hurting Me. It says Alan McCoy has withstood the acid test of time. For over a decade, he has been a crowd pleaser at the Dewdrop Inn. So I guess he was like the house band. So that's all I got in this video. Hope you liked some of that weirdness, because I know I sure do. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I show a variety of everything. It's a blessing and a curse to have such a wide, eclectic taste in music. Go back and watch some of my earlier videos. It's hard telling what you'll run across in those things. It's hard telling what I'll run across because I don't even remember what I have. So please subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video coming up shortly and stuff.